Hello students, welcome back once again to the trigonometry class. In today's session, we are going to deal the rest of the problems of the exercise 11.4. In a previous session, we have done 6 problems of the 11.4 exercise. Now we will be continuing the remaining problems of exercise 11.4. Right, let's quickly start. Now I've noted down the 7th problem. See here, sin A plus cos A whole square plus cos A plus secant A whole square is equal to 7 plus tan square A cot square A. So this is clearly LHS and RHS problem. Now let's begin with the LHS part. Right. Now let me take LHS, this part, and we will be getting the RHS. Now sin A plus cos A whole square. Now according to the algebraic identity A plus B whole square, here we will be expanding these two. Right, A square plus B square plus 2AB. We will be expanding, okay, A plus B whole square according to the algebraic identity. Since we will keep this in a box. Right, so we'll suppose this as A, this as B. And again here this is A and this is B. So A plus B whole square, A plus B whole square. I'll expand it directly here. Now A is sin A. So sin square A square. If you expand you get A square, isn't it? Sin square A plus cosecant square A plus 2AB. 2 into A into B. 2 into sin A cosecant A. Right. Now the second one also I'll expand it using the algebraic identity. So this is A, this is B. So A plus B whole square is A square plus B square plus 2AB, right? 2 cos A secant A. Now see this. Now we know the trigonometric identities. The first trigonometric identity is involving sine square and cos square. The first one is sine square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. See here, this cos square, this sine square comes up to, you can, instead of sine square A plus cos square A, I am writing 1. And still here, cosecant is there, secant is there. And also, here let me write the same thing, cosecant square A plus 2 sin A. Here, if you see these two are multiplied, sin A, cosecant A. Cosecant A is the multiplicative inverse of sin A. So, I'll write this as 1 by sin A. Okay, reciprocal, right? So that I can cancel off this because they are multiplied. Plus, no cos square because cos square and sin square we replaced it with 1. Now, here secant square A plus again here 2 cos A and secant A, I'll write it as a multiplicative inverse of cos A. Yes, this is cos A. So cos and cos gets cancelled. So here 2 plus 2 comes to 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, that I'll write 5. Plus, instead of cosecant square A, now we know the third, now cosecant and cot are involved. That is the third identity, isn't it? Third identity, let me write the identity. 1 plus cot square A or theta, anything, is equal to cosecant square A, isn't it? So, instead of cosecant square A, I'll replace it with 1 plus cot square A. Right. Now, this 2, 1 and 2, we have written it as 5. And this, instead of secant square A, according to the second identity, and the second identity is 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A. Okay, so secant square A is 1 plus tan square A. I'll write the 1 plus tan square A. Now here 2 is over 2, 2 and 1 is 5. So this comes to 5 plus 1 plus 1, that is 7, plus, let me write it in an order, tan square A plus cot square A. This is what is the RHS part. So, hence proved. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. Thus proved. Right, we have used all the three identities. Quickly pause the video, note it down or take a screenshot. The eighth problem, simplify 1 minus cos into 1 plus cos and into 1 plus cot square theta. So there is no LHS RHS given, just simplify this equation. Right, now this here if you see 1 minus cos, 1 plus cos. So that is A minus B, we can use this identity, A plus B, that is simply equal to A square minus B square, where we are taking A as 1 and B as cos theta. So I'll apply that. So here it becomes A square. So 1 square minus cos square theta, A square minus B square. And simply this as it is 1 plus cot. So be cautious for cos S like this T. So don't get confused, cot and cos. Okay. Now here 1 square is 1. So 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. Isn't it? Again 1 plus cot square theta. Now how did we get this? You have to write the identity which you are using. Now we have used the first identity, isn't it? So sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So I want sin square, if I want sin square theta, so if you shift this 1 minus cos square theta. So instead of 1 minus cos square theta, sin square theta. So you have to remember that when sin square, cos square are involved, go for first identity. Tan and secant are involved, go for the second identity, and cot and cosecant are involved, see the third identity. Okay. Now here, these two are clearly multiplication, isn't it? Bracket. So we will multiply the sin square into 1. So it comes to sin square theta plus sin square into cot square. Sin square theta into cot square theta. I have opened the bracket, just multiply. Right. Now here, sin square theta plus sin square theta into cos square is the ratio of cot square is the ratio of cos square plus sin square, isn't it? So it is the reciprocal of tan. Tan is sin by cos. So cot is cos by sin. Since it is square, so cos square, sin square. Now this is clearly multiplied. So here this is multiplication. So I can cancel it off. Now this comes to sin square theta plus cos square theta. Now this is simply 1 since this is the first identity. So we have simplified the complete thing and the value is 1. Quickly pause the video and note it down. Now the ninth problem, if secant theta plus tan theta is equal to P, then what is the value of secant theta minus tan theta? Given plus, that value is P, we have to find out minus. Now we know that the second identity, trigonometric identity, involves secant and tan, isn't it? So that is 1 plus the second identity. 1 plus tan square theta or A or anything is equal to secant square theta. Right. Now from this we can deduce two more equations I have told you. So from this I can also write, see, if you shift this tan square to the other side, so secant square, sorry, if I write theta, throughout we have to write theta. Okay, secant square theta minus this tan square to the other side, minus tan square theta is equal to the remaining 1, isn't it? From this we got this secant square theta minus, keep 1 as it is, shift this tan square to the other side. That becomes secant square minus tan square is equal to 1, isn't it? Right. Now this is in the form of, see here, A square minus B square. So that comes to A plus B into I minus B. Right, since. Right. So where A is secant, B is tan, let us suppose. So A square minus B square. So we'll expand this in the form of A plus B into A minus B. So where A is secant, isn't it? Secant theta, A plus B. Just this I have expanded secant theta minus tan theta. This is given as 1, isn't it? Because the second identity. Now see the question, if secant theta plus tan theta is P, The value of secant plus tan is p. We have to find secant minus tan. So this we have to find. So we know this value. So this value I'll substitute. This is p into secant theta minus tan theta equals to 1. Right. Now, so I want secant theta. This is also, let us keep it in bracket. Secant theta minus tan theta is equal to, this is clearly multiplied, and if it comes to the other side of the equation, it becomes divided. So 1 by p. So we want this, find the value of secant minus tan. So secant minus tan is 1 by p. Hence, we got the value of this. Quickly pause the video, note it down. Now, see here the last problem in the exercise. If cosecant theta plus cot theta is k, the value of this is k, then prove that cos theta is equal to k square minus 1 by k square plus 1. This is a very important problem as far as examination part is concerned. See, this is quite many times repetitive, right, in the examination. And here, to solve this problem, there are two methods. You can do any method to solve this problem. Now, one method is that, see, k square minus 1. See, consider this, prove that cos theta is equal to k square minus 1 by k square plus 1. Substitute the value of k. K value is cosecant plus cot. Substitute it, solve it. So, that means we are taking the RHS part first. RHS part, you have to substitute the k value. If you go on simplifying, you get the LHS, that is cos theta. That is one method. And other method is that here, either method you can do anyway. Now, the other method or the second method which I am going to tell is that the first method is very simple, just substituting the k value. The second method is that here, now, given that cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to k. This is given, isn't it, in the problem. So, I'll suppose this as equation 1. Right. Now, we know the third identity is cosecant square. From the third identity, the deduced equation. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1, isn't it? So, we know that 1 plus cot square, this is the third identity, is equal to cosecant square theta. Since, so which identity you are using, you have to mention it sidewise. Okay, so this cot square, if you shift it to the other side, minus cot square it comes. So cosecant square minus cot square is 1, that I have used it here. See, in this is clearly a square minus b square. That is the algebraic identity. So I'll expand it. A square minus b square is nothing but a plus b, where a and b are cosecant and cot, and a minus b, right? So that is equal to given 1. So this I have. So what we have used, the algebraic identity, a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b simply. Right. Now, here the value of cosecant plus cot is equal to k, isn't it? The given value is k. So, I'll substitute that k. This is k plus cosecant minus cot. This we have done in the previous problem where it is involved with second identity, isn't it? So, this is clearly 1. Now, we will get it as cosecant theta minus cot theta. If I shift this k to the other part, becomes 1 by k. Now, this I'll take it as equation 2. Right. I'll take this as equation 2. Now, see here, equation 1 is the given thing. Equation 2, I've got it from the third identity. Now, both these equations we will solve. Okay. Solving equations 1 and 2. Okay. So, I'll write it 1 by other. Cosecant theta plus cot theta equal to k is the first equation. Cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1 by k is the second equation. Right. Now, we will solve this. You can cancel off plus and minus. So, this comes to 2. I am adding it. Okay. 2 cosecant theta is equal to k plus 1 by k. Okay. This is what we got. Now, here let me take the LCM here for the k. Here k, if I take LCM, here 1. So 1 into k, so k square plus 1. I have taken the LCM part. Now we want only cosecant. If I want only cosecant theta, 2, if I shift it to the other side, it becomes k square plus 1 by 2k. Right, this is cosecant. Now what is cosecant? Cosecant is the multiplicative inverse of sine. That means a reciprocal. Let me write it here. Okay, let me write it here. Now 1 by sine theta is equal to, no, I'll shift this part here. So let me write it here. Right, cosecant theta, isn't it? So cosecant theta is 1 by sine theta. That is, clearly we got it as k square plus 1 by 2k. K square plus 1 by 2k. Now from this equation, if I want simply sine theta, again if you do the reciprocal, you have to shift this side also, isn't it? Sine theta is equal to 2k by k square plus 1. Now, in the question asked is, prove that cos is something, isn't it? Cos is k square minus 1 by k. But we got sine. From sine, can we bring the cos? So, from sine, if you want to bring the cos, you have to use the first identity. Now, first identity, see, it tells that sine square plus cos square equal to 1, isn't it? Now, I want cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. So, that I'll use it since. You keep it as since. Now, here, cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square. Here sine is this value, so 2k plus k square plus 1 whole square. Isn't it? Now, here let me write to this part. Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus, so I'll do the squaring part. So 4k square plus k square plus 1 whole square, isn't it? Now here cos square theta is equal to, let me take the LCM, k square plus 1 whole square. Now this into 1, so k square plus 1 whole square minus 4k square. This is the LCM, right? Now that comes to cos square theta is equal to, this in the form of a plus b whole square, where a is k square. I am taking a as k square and b as 1. Okay. So a plus b whole square, we will expand it, right? Okay. A square. So already a is k square. So k square whole square is k to the power of 4 plus b square is 1 square. So 1 square is 1. Okay. Plus 2ab 2k square. 2 into a into b, 2 into 1 into k square. So that is minus 4k square. So this comes to k square plus 1 whole square. Right. Now, let me take here cos square theta here is equal to k to the power of 4 plus 1 plus 2k square. Plus 2k square minus 4k square. It comes to minus 2k square, isn't it? So this is k to the power of 4 plus 1 minus 2k square divided by k square plus 1 whole square. Now here clearly the upper part is k square minus 1 whole square by k square plus 1 whole square. So this is in the form, see here, k square minus 1 whole square. If you expand it, you get this, isn't it? A square, that is k to the power of 4 plus b square is 1 square, that is 1, minus 2ab minus 2k square. So this I can write it as a minus b whole square. So here if we got, finally we got it as cos square theta is k square minus 1 whole square. So we can write it as, see here, k square plus 1, okay, whole square. Like this I can write, isn't it? So here square, so I kept it as whole square. Now if the question is we want only cos, so cos theta is simply just remove the square both sides, k square plus 1. Hence proved. Okay. Let me explain again here. See this part? Now, there are two methods to do this problem. One is that you can just take the RHS part, substitute the k value as cosecant plus cot, simplify it, you get the LHS. That is one method. The other method I have been telling involving the identities, that is the first one, this is given, that is k, equation 1. From that, take the third identity. From third identity, you will get another equation. Okay, equation 2. Solving two equations, you get cosecant theta. Cosecant is nothing but the reciprocal of sine. So, I have shifted to sine. So, you got sine value, but we want cos value. From sine value, how do we get cos value? By using the first identity. So, I have used the first identity. Here, don't get confused students here. Right. This part, here I have shifted, then the last part is that one. Okay. See here, till here we got, I have used the first identity. From there I got cos square. Then cos square we got, both sides are square. So I am removing the squares, you get cos theta. So this is very important and quite many times it is repeated in the examination. Okay students, by this we have completed the exercise as well as the complete chapter of trigonometry. So there are in this is the 8th part of the trigonometry chapter. So all the 8 parts we have completed the trigonometry chapter. Hope you have understood well, practice well, and in our next session we will be seeing another new chapter. Thank you all.